way, baby!
What's up, guys? Ben Pollack here to give you an update on Project Big Ben. If you guys haven't been following along, this is my goal to gain a shit ton of weight over this 2019 year. So it's about my fourth week of Project Big Ben. I'm up from my starting weight, which was around 215, to about 220 to 225 in the mornings. Going to bed 225, 230. So I've gained quite a bit of size. It actually feels really good right now, but like I mentioned last week, I was starting to run into kind of these roadblocks, right? I was feeling bloated and sluggish and that feeling honestly didn't go away. And I think you guys can probably relate to this, but a lot of times you'll start a new project or pursuit of a new goal, and you'll start off with a ton of enthusiasm and momentum, and then a few weeks in, you start to feel the lulls. You start to drag a little bit, and excuse me. I think the most common thing that happens then is people give up, right? You see all the New Year's resolutionists coming to the gym January 1st, and by February 1st, well, there's not so many left, right? So I am personally very guilty of that in the past myself, but I didn't want to fall into the same trap that I make over and over and over again. And if you guys have been following me for a little bit, it's the same mistake I often make in my training. I overreach a little bit, and I think I can push through, and then I end up overreaching a little bit more, and I keep pushing through until the point where I get injured and I have to stop. So I didn't want something like this to happen this time. So here's what I did. I wasn't going to quit. I wasn't going to keep being stupid and just pressing through. So I just took a couple days off, y'all. Like, I took a couple days off from the gym. I took a couple days off from the strictness of my diet. I just ate as much as I wanted of the foods I wanted, but not more than that. And by the end of that time, I felt great. I felt 100% kind of renewed, reinvigorated, and ready to keep pushing. So I'm really, really excited about that. Some other things that I did to help me regain a little bit of momentum. Part of this journey has been to continue to try to merge powerlifting and bodybuilding, and in this case, trying to get that incredible physique of the guys like, honestly, like Ed Cohn, but also like Bill Kazmaier, like Captain Kirk, these guys who had these thick, muscled powerlifting physiques that I really love, even more than kind of like the bodybuilding typical physique. So, but I started to get a little bit worried. It's like, well maybe I'm not going to look like that. Maybe I don't want to look like Dave Palumbo. So I reached out to some trainers that I really trust, Matt Jansen, Ed Koo, Iron Rebel guys, and also Neil Hill, who's one of the best bodybuilding trainers in the world. And they all kind of reassured me. They're like, look, man, you don't have the structure for that. You have a really good structure, and if you just get bigger and continue to try and balance all your muscle groups, which is something I do for injury prevention to begin with, you're going to look really good. So that helped a lot too, right? It's good to get that external validation when you're feeling insecure or questioning your own abilities. So I was really, really glad about that. I know you guys want to see a full day of eating. I keep trying and I keep forgetting to film all my meals. So I have a couple from a high day. I promise you guys, next week we're going to have a full day of eating. We're going to have some updates on my diet and training. I'm showing you guys some training clips right now, but I'm still kind of in cruise mode, right? Like, we're pushing a little bit to have fun, but we're not pushing. We're keeping everything clean. We're not pushing so hard that there's any risk of injury. And so I want to end with this actually PR set of 650 for 5 off a pretty darn big deficit. That's a 45-pound bumper plus another 45. And so I've done this for 4 before, but never for 5, and never after squatting. So I was pretty darn happy about that. And you can see it moved damn well. Like, there was never any doubt about any of these reps, which is exactly what I'm going for during this training period. Again, trying not to make the same mistakes over and over again. I forgot to tell you all the most important thing, and that's the updates on my plans and my goals. So Based on those talks I had with Neil and with Matt and with Ed, I'm going to pursue bodybuilding. I am going to do the U.S. Open. I'm going to continue to put on good quality balanced size until the Open. I'm going to kick as much ass as I can. I totally plan on making 198, but you know what? I'm too big to make 198. I'm not going to be mad about it. And then I'm definitely going to open bodybuilding because, like I said, 225 right now, I'm a good 35 pounds under or over the classic physique limit. So it's definitely going to be open bodybuilding. We're going to be shooting for the light heavies, so 225 weight cutoff, which means off season I need to be around 238, 246, like the same level of leanness. So I still got a ways to go. I have another 10, 20 pounds to pack on, but I have plenty of time to do that. That's my goal for the end of the year, is to kind of fill out that class and see what I look like, see where I'm at, see how I feel. But I think it'll be really, really exciting. And, after that, start the pursuit of the pro card, because I think that would be a legacy I could really be proud of. Having a world record in powerlifting, having some major competition wins in powerlifting, having a pro card in bodybuilding, having my PhD in the history of the sport, it really shows. I think it's a kind of instantiation of my passion, and I'm really proud of that. So that's the goal. I hope you guys follow along. I hope you're excited to watch. Leave your questions below. I promise next week will be a full day of eating, so you can look forward to that. And until then, think strong and train hard.